Hey guys, before this video starts, I wanted to give a big congratulations to the two winners of the April $100 giveaway, to Jacob Kimsey and King Yote. Stay tuned till the end of the video to see how to claim your prize. I've already gone ahead and contacted you guys, but just go ahead and wait for that. And also, if you guys want me to do another giveaway, say for the month of May, I could do another $100, or I could do something along those lines, then make sure to drop a like and let me know what I should do. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into today's story video. It was a hot summer day in the Clash of Clans village. Business was going on as per usual, with troops attacking bases, hog riders playing poker, and witches summoning the dead. Meanwhile, while all of this was happening, the Grand Warden was working on a brand new special project of his own. His goal was to harness the power of his Eternal Tomb ability and use it to defend his village from all attacks. He essentially wanted to create a giant protective dome on top of the entire Clash of Clans village so that the base could not be attacked by any other clans ever. The Grand Warden had been borrowing the wizard's laboratory for the past weeks as he was hard at work trying to make some headway on his special project. Meanwhile, the Grand Warden was grinding away in the lab. The Barbarian King was also busy, leading the village. He was exhausted from giving speech after speech to motivate troops to battle, and then also from leading them into each and every attack, and also just helping out around the village in general. But troops were getting so tired, and no one was seeming to listen to him. The Barbarian King was getting really frustrated by this since he was looking out for the better part of the whole village and still no one was listening to him. And since the troops weren't listening to the Barbarian King, he decided that he needed to go to the Grand Warden to back him up. The Barbarian King searched all over but couldn't find him anywhere. Finally, the Barbarian King ran into the wizard, who told the Barbarian King that he was busy using his lab working on some sort of special project. So after hearing that, the king made his way over to the wizard's laboratory to go see the Grand Warden. The Barbarian King kicked the door in and saw the Grand Warden pouring two potions into each other. The Grand Warden looked up and saw the Barbarian King. The Grand Warden then frantically started explaining that he was working on some super powerful potion to create a protective bubble around the entire Clash of Clans village. At this point, the Barbarian King completely forgot what he was even there for and said, "Oh snap, that's dope. Is there any way that I can help?" The Grand Warden then told him, "You know what actually? You might just be able to. I need someone that's super strong to help me very gently pour this giant cauldron into this other one. And then that should be it for the giant Eternal Tomb ability for our village. That there is the last step that he needed help with. I was originally going to ask the giants to help me out since they were the strongest, but then the Barbarian King interrupted him before he could finish and told him, "Oh no, don't worry, I got this. I'm way stronger than those puny little giants anyways." Even though the Barbarian King sounded pretty cocky about this, he didn't seem too sure about it himself. But regardless, the Grand Warden showed the Barbarian King the cauldron, and the Barbarian King lifted it up. He then started to slowly and gently pour it out of the cauldron. Everything was going fine until the Barbarian King's arms started to get tired, and then the cauldron slipped out of his hands. The cauldron went crashing down into the other cauldron, and stuff spilt everywhere. This part of the recipe was extremely delicate, and so when the cauldron came crashing down, there was a big explosion in the middle of the room. The room was then covered in smoke, and when it finally settled down, the Barbarian King and Grand Warden were nowhere to be seen. A couple hours went by when finally a builder came to the research facility in search for his hammer that he had lost somewhere. When he got there, he opened the door and a bunch of smoke poured out of the lab. Then on the floor beside the cauldron was the Barbarian King's sword and the Grand Warden's staff. When the builder got closer to the two artifacts, he could hear the Barbarian King's voice and the Grand Warden's voice coming from the sword and the staff respectively. The voices told him that their bodies were incinerated from the spell. However, their spirits were still remaining, and that's why he could hear them. They then asked the builder to please build them new bodies to hold the artifact so that they could still roam on and lead the village. The village was in desperate need of a king and a Grand Warden to look out for them, and so this was of utmost importance. So without hesitation, the builder agreed to help his king and the Grand Warden. And he worked all night non-stop. He built the Barbarian King a new body as best he could with the materials that he had. Unfortunately though, the materials he had laying around weren't the best. It was mostly converted from wood, plastic, and other sorts of like nuts and screws that he had laying around. And then he did the same with the Grand Warden, while also making a few adjustments to the staff since it wouldn't really fit in the wooden hand. In the end, this is what the Barbarian King and Grand Warden now looked like. They were both made out of a ton of wood, looked extremely automated, almost like robots, and moved in such a weird way that they had never moved before. But this was the best that the builder could do, and this is what they were stuck with. After all, it was the Barbarian King's fault for blowing themselves up and turning themselves into this. They were at this point just lucky to be alive. And on the bright side, they were both still able to function and think in the same ways as before and lead the Clash of Clans village. However, they just looked slightly cheaper. And anyway, that there is the story of how the Clockwork Barbarian King and Clockwork Grand Warden were brought into the world of Clash. I hope you guys did enjoy the story. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like and to subscribe. And also don't forget to turn on notifications if you guys want to see all my upcoming videos. I'm going to be trying to post a lot more now since I am quarantined inside my house for most likely the rest of summer. So definitely go ahead and make sure you guys do that. And also consider subscribing to my other channels. I've got Clash Chronicles where I'm going to be posting strictly Clash of Clans and Clash Royale stories. I've got a Clashamations channel where I'm going to be working on some animations and trying to sort of animate some of my own little mini cartoons. I think you guys will really like that. I've been working on it and making a lot of improvements to it, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And then I've also got my Variance Music channel where I'm going to be posting some of my favorite songs. And then the last one is going to be World of Brawl Stars, where I'm going to start making some Brawl Stars stories probably towards the end of the month. So stay tuned for that. I will have them all linked down below, or you could just go ahead and look through the comments. I'll be commenting on there as well, just so it's easier for you guys to find. But other than that, like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you guys all very soon. For giveaway winners, stay tuned to see how to claim your prize. Hey, anyways, so for the giveaway winners, all you have to do is go ahead and send me an email. What I did is I went back to the original comment that won you the giveaway. I replied to it. I gave you some more instructions on how to accept the giveaway offer or to claim your prize. Basically, I give you my email, so just go ahead and send me an email with a screenshot of your account, and then we will figure out the type of payment depending on where you live and what kind of device you use. But anyways, it's as simple as that. Just go back to the original comment. You should see that I replied to it, and just go ahead and follow the instructions there, and I will be able to get you your prize as soon as I can. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and congrats on the winning the giveaway. And hopefully I'll be able to do another one pretty soon, hopefully by the end of May. But anyways, I will see you guys all later. Peace out.